Okay, for those eagle-eyed amongst you, you will notice that I have rearranged the blocks at the bottom, because even though I laid it all out on the block, I still managed to sew the bottom row together in the wrong order. But now we're back to the right order. So now we've got our rows of 4, so we're going to stitch our rows together. So you're still going to put them right sides together, and you'll notice that at the edge of the blocks, if we can just take a close-up please, where the blocks meet, on the top fabric the seam allowance is going that way, and on the underneath fabric the seam allowance is going that way. So I'm going to take a pin, because those will butt up perfectly next to each other. I'm going to take a pin, go from front to back through the seam allowances, and now when I stitch down that point will match perfectly. So I'm just going to pin the rest of that seam and stitch along. So when I've stitched that with my 1/4 inch seam allowance, once I've stitched those 4 rows together, I will then have my first block. Now when you're making a bag or a cushion, you do want a little frame around the edge just to make it look nice. So we're going to cut 1-inch strips from some of your remainder fabric, and instead of cutting 4 strips I'm going to cut 3 strips, and you'll notice I've stitched them together so it is one long piece. So I'm going to cut 2 pieces that are, just let me check, 2 pieces that are 12.5 inches long, so one to go at the top, one to go at the bottom, and then I will need 2 pieces 13.5 inches long to go down the sides. So that will frame our block perfectly. Oops. Okay, so now we've made our 2 blocks, we're getting one step closer to making the bag. Stitch your blocks together down the centre, and effectively that is going to become the bottom of the bag. But first of all we need another step, and that is to quilt it. So you want to get your piece of wadding, lay it out nice and flat, lay your bag over the top, lay it all out nice and flat. Now you can pin this or you can spray it. Okay, so I've decided today I'm going to pin it. Now the pins that you use, or the best pins to use, are the little quilting pins. They've got just a little bend in them there, and that helps you put the pins through your fabric. Now I've decided I'm going to quilt along these lines to bring out the zigzag pattern. So I don't want to put a pin across any of those lines, because else it's just going to cause me a problem when I'm quilting it. So what we're going to do is we're going to start in the middle and just put a few pins just here and there. Make sure you're doing this on a board or something, because else you are going to wreck your dining room table. So you're just going to put the pins in. You probably need 1 pin in each little block just to hold it in place while you're quilting.